नमस्कार, जोहार, सबको मेरा YouTube चैनल पर स्वागत है. Hello, everybody is welcome to my YouTube channel. Now this clip I intend to make is after seeing a post in Facebook about the Myoko festival, so which was a bit confusing. So I want to clarify the concept of Myoko, whom we worship, where and whom we worship, and why we worship them, especially in Myoko. The specific deities of Myoko are Aloponta, Atosuki, and Tubo Javo, Myotu Pija Dinganse. These are the main who has separate altars where they are being propitiated. Besides all the host of other gods and goddesses, Danipolo, and many countless. So, what actually that the post has confused, it says that Abotani killed Siki by poisoning, and therefore his spirit might harm his children. So the Siki is being appeased. This is a very wrong concept. Actually, Tani did not kill the Siki by poisoning. There is a separate story in Tani Budi, which I have compiled here, this book. Poisoning was done. Poisoning was happened with Avanchin, the father of poisonous beings, not with Saki. Saki was rather the father-in-law of Avatani, from whom he learned the survival tricks, especially the hunting tricks. All the apparatus of hunting, all the hunting apparatus was taught to Avatani by Saki. It is a long story, and we propitiate that in the Myoko Yugya, the main altar of Myoko, neither Suki or nor Tuvo Javo or Myotu Pija Dingyas, but Alo and Ponta. They are propitiated in the Yugya, Myoko Yugya. It is a long story. I want to make it a brief one. As I told that Avatani, the first human being, not only him, but all his contemporaries always had a strong instinct of survival. So Tani, at the time, Tani also had that instinct. At the time, one of the process of survival of his kind was the procreation. So Tani married many female entities, but all were unsuccessful. Many of them were unsuccessful. The incident related to Myoko goes like this. This story. This later, Tani also married Hassan Bulumbini, the sister of Hassan Bulumikh, the lord of war and valor. So, well, as a gift to his groom, In our tradition, Mawoyalo we call it, Mawoyalo Benala. As a warrior, he gave him two spikes in both his hand and legs, and third eye in his backside of head, with which he could see the realms of the spirits. So he could see both the realms, the realms of the spirit and the this world. So everybody, and he had a powerful spikes which he could vanquish his opponent or enemy very easily. So he was feared and respected in both the realms. So one day what happened, Tani's ego grew day by day, and his good time did end when he accidentally killed the two sons of Tubo and Jabo, Tubo Hale and Jabo Hake. So all the spirits got all the spirits gathered together, and they planned to eliminate Tani. But at that time, Alo and Ponta, the god Alo and Ponta, intervened and told them that since Tani is a lone Tani, human being, it is four part of the human being, only human are capable to worship and propitiate and appease them. Otherwise, this connection between these two realms and the greater spirit and the human being will be destroyed. So they will have no purpose to come into this world, and no one will propitiate them, worship them. So, of course, Tani has become a bit arrogant. Why not we disarm him from his powerful spike and third eye and let him live in that world? So on his intervention, Tani was saved from the elimination by Tuo, Yao, Myotu, Pija, Dingyangsi, and all spirits, benevolent and malevolent spirits. And therefore, in the Myoko Yuga, during Myoko, we propitiate Alo and Ponta, for he has saved us. Otherwise, Tani was to be eliminated. Instead of eliminating him, they disarm our Tani and let him live. This is the one of the main ritual where we propitiate the god, the benevolent god, Alop and Ponta. This is the first part of the Myoko. Another is that Tubo, Yabo, and Myotu Pija, Tingyansu, all these hosts of spirits are propitiated and appeased in Pamuagya, especially in Pamuagya, Tubo and Yabo, all other spirits. We might have had, while competing for our survival, if you have heard, and I have mistakenly killed them, Abatan had killed them. And in initial Myoko, they compromised it. Since then, they were protecting us, gifting us, and blessing us. We are giving. We also propitiate them. We call it in Myoko, whatever we offer, we call it Lo Chihuba. So this cordial relation was started at that time. Therefore, we continue this till today in Pamuagya. And Siki actually, he was elder than Tani, and he had better experience in living this world. Tani did not kill him by poisoning. Actually, Tani married Kisun Yasun, the daughter of Siki, and they were very close together. They lived together, and all the hunting tricks which Atoshiki knew, he taught to Awatani. But what happened once while going to jungle, accidentally Tani got cut, and when blood oozes out, seeing this, the true nature of Atoshiki overcome, and he turned into a black dog and licked the uh, blood from Tani, and almost he was about to feeling dizziness. But when uh, uh, Tani went to coma, then Suki realized that, oh, I have drunk too much. So he turned himself into normal form, which Awatani saw before going to coma. Later on, when he woke up from coma, uh, they came back to their house. Then Tani told his wife, Kisunyasu, that my father-in-law today turned into a dog and licked where I got cut, licked my blood from blood which was oozing out from my wound which I got accidentally cut. So there is a many story, long story. I'll not dwell upon all those things, but in short, I'll tell you. Then at last, Tani also played trick, and he fell down to a deep gorge, but he didn't want to return back. So while ceremonizing Myoko, Tani missed Atosuki a lot because uh, the stock of everything was uh, kept in secret, and with him the stock of the rich game, we call it the children's. If all the stock of the children are not blessed by the Suki, we cannot have our children. Like that, when the stock of children and animals, whatever we are associated with living beings, all are, we believe all are kept with the Atosaki. That means Ato means the great father-in-law. So it is in our custom that we believe that whatever progression we human beings, next generation goes, is blessing of the parents, the in-laws. Otherwise, without blessing of the in-laws, we cannot progress and grow by any means. So Tani realized that without Atosaki, Myoko cannot be successful. Therefore, he is cajoled to come to the Myoko at Nago. And at Nago, we cajole him to come up through the monkey skull. There is a long story. And when he comes, then only the Myoko begins. Otherwise, Myoko does not begin. So this is the gist of the spirits, the gods and goddesses, which are mainly propitiated during the Myoko, along with all normal, our Hinijon, we call it Hinijon, the personal deities, all those deities are appeased and propitiated during the Myoko to bless us. This is the clarification which I want to give on that post. I will not mention that personally, but it was posted by a convert. So while doing so, they should go through the matter thoroughly and correctly. It should be told to the youngster. Si ang matang mo Facebook so engka Myoko pugomi Myoko minung pamadula unu ka ajia ko tanata ko seketola mo ka ye bosa ko kuno myo. seki mi tani ka kimi ho lamento la ho mo ka ya je lo himi ho tami ka harmo mai pa ho ka ama pa mo mai pa la ngunu seska me ko mudu la ke do nang mo himi ako lu la lu ko pa he no ne si ngun ko myo ko si jije ji pe bilo tani ka ni king kon tani kon tu modula ne tampa penga ka trio lam se me bu chin la ho kapan ka uya tantra myo tu pi ya dinga su tu bo ja mo tra atau ka trio lam ne tampa pe agora talina tan pa ko la trio lam bu kinen sina mo sa ne tampa pe san chi ya sina hala malaru musula hang ngoya de go lugo uro nyimpa hala ka rudu chiku gusula molo rudu kasala ona tamba pengo da kindo na ka mosuna ho ayami mulin sala che malaru gusu aha gusula du ikuna ho tani tere mi hibuka bukala la mi abu bujo bula homo ka hempu ku ne haneli ne kola mala tani ajuli la mala ku pata tapi lo ni pa ho kumpanyi do pe tau panyi do pe tani o ani la mun sis jalo hala khodo hala do la mo hasan bulung benyimi hasan bulung mi ka termo ta mo mi ka ban mi la ho si Myoko tani budio ksela si Myoko ho agyo do ho tani budi hampa abu do hemi so ho gala lukima ho ka kimi ho nus ko si sikimi make chini mike awan chini ni ka ngka abotani ni ka budi disko depami ko land house ke si ka chini ni tani ni ka kimi nus ko de todo yom de basala tanto tan basala ka mako depami ko ske do don Myoko age make Myoko so ku an si ngosi silongo bodo hasan bulu me khume ka bar me mo me hilala la mo me ba ba yala bonna la lu pu me ko ga me me agla mo bujena hemi had ga so mo ui ne ha ui ni anyo kapala go manaru tani mi bo so ko la do jena ho hemi kapala la ka andula ho ui atantra mo me ano bo so la lenda ilyo tani ko tani hilke la da hi to la ho hi me he chima pa hu ka governor a do jalo ho prime minister hi me chima ne hi me ak chima ne la ka ha tani tin ko hu chima pa hu da hi bi ma da yo tani o ngum da hi bi su do no mi la en nyor pula ka anyo mi nyor hu bi na tu bo ala nyam ja wa la ho uya tan ti la do la ho tani mi budi kula ka ngo lomba palu te ma ke short palu da tali budi kula ka ho tani mi al touch kula ka mo ko ho siska ensi nuna mi ko na la malaru uya tan budi rula da ko alo ni pon tani ala ka lo na ma ho tani mi ali tatter ko da nunu mi ka nunu ke ne ada jo ingi ko ni kima nunu mi lo chpin ko ba ni kima ali mi tar la lo da tare masa oji je tani je ne ling kelin do ke nunu musa ho ko ga me mi tu bo bi dio ho ka lu du mi tu ba ha le bi dio tu ba ha le bi dio ho lu du mi ka jabo ha ka bi dio rali kula al toku tani mi ho atkusa hala ala pon tani ya la mun ka solo mi mi madri bu do paka tani mi ali tamando paka moko ho pangunu Myoko yu gao siska alo pon tani mi ni wata molo ono ka lochi wa ha jala ka jan yo papa aro pachola ho do minda to mo mi to jando udia do la jan do ule ala men si mala modu ala pontani su no kai lo da mun mi kalyan gon lo da jaka ui ho pa myo ko mun mi mis mane do mi da jalo udia iche dol pili mo yo ala men si mi mela mun ui mala modu mo jan lo da mun agan do ro ji pe mun ka tani mi kalyan gon hala he myo ko yu gan kamko himi atan chinya de marong ko ni wa tan lo khado ya no po yo da lu jan lo da ja pe ngame takaela ho siska sikisimi je pepa ka richi agu kham agu me ho ka pa agu ji agu me pra ro mi ato bu pa ji ji kuno mo bu to kola ngi chate ko mala ngami siki buran ko lo tela ala tu pa ji kuno ho myo ko mot tai so ana mala ro mi ngo ka hem do pa myo ko mi mu ko ma pa ato siki mi opala duma hela mo me ka sikin me ka luko kahani ha po lomba do si song sort paluchi sikimi ngono enka kapane mi yar pula bi dimpa bi kula su malam bi ka ku do ho paka paro malam bi ka ku su video chat la su mit mi bi khalad malala li wala ho kamyo ayo bila kula la ho mo pa la pampe mi kula na ho pem bi kula ho bitin lai kula sibi ka ding ko pachachi la mo lu to la ho la cha pa mas mo ka cha ge ka hani am lo da do singo tani budi so si hage apa nya ka lu ko ne mingo ho avanta jo ka get at tami ka lu ko ne so ke to la do ho ke do ne ho si en ka malaru ta chen ne myo ko pu go lu yo ka lu khalo na la lu so himi atami confuse lo pa lu pata do la ho gong hine pakai hinge main de ka ako arano ra baka pamu ui men namodo ne la loko ho ngun ka tu wo ya wo myo tu pilya di yang se ka contemporary aging up me ho de kung tang kung kola pamu be la modo halang mi mo lo ni wa ta ha ta loko ne ho pakai ngo he social media ka tu pe pakone mi ka in ha la in kine de la nga ka chin mi ngolo de loka je ne ho ngai mi kalu kon ami ama ta molu gat ta jo luka hage haja ni bu haja luka ho siska gat ta mi luka ta molu kalu kon mi ngo no no mi che ana tam ping ya para ser mu kala ke hom laru mi ru ta ja ko pa ya ra pacho ho senya malaru mi motre ka mi ko mi mu ging mo la ho mi ma ka san do ga no pa aya mu ne do la mun du bo ta mi ka wis mili hanya tampalo ho halang mo hem dola ho jan ngon atantara malaru ha mi ba ala ho de pintam pin sete ko la bilo ko lo ka che rutu chiku gustu jalo pa mi do chi pina ba ajan sukula ngun tan mi ka sang ko ga ko pa tan mi ko tama pa mi mai ka sang ko ga ko pa achi am ko pa yu ka malaru ka se cha pin so te mi sang do pa mi ko mi ada pembagian dola hendo. Payara pacho malarami. Thank you everybody.